Good morning. Again, Supreme Court case, acquittal. This is the case wherein lower court acquitted the accused, uh, holding that there was no chain of link because the case rests on circumstantial evidence. And on appeal against acquittal, the High Court reversed the judgment and convicted him, holding that there is substantial evidence. But Supreme Court in turn interfere with the finding of the High Court and acquitted. So if you go through this judgment, you can have an experience of how grounds could be drafted. For that, I will concentrate on that particular paragraph after discussing about the ratio decidency of the judgment. This is the case of AR 2020 Supreme Court 4519, Anwar Ali and another, State of Himachal Pradesh. Section 302, 392, robbery, 420, cheating, deception, 201, causing disappearance of evidence. They say case rests on circumstantial evidence. Section 3 and 8 of the Evidence Act was also discussed. Alleged recovery of jeep, photographs, mobile phones, knife, rope, and crates at the instance of the accused. Testimony of the witnesses that knife and rope were recovered with the help of sniffer dogs earlier to disclose a statement made by the accused. Neither the FIR nor any mentioned during investigation about the recovery of knife and rope with the help of sniffer dog, nor IO in his examination sheet as stated. Prosecution and IO suppressed material facts, therefore creates motive not put, conviction accused set aside. So this is the case. I have explained that by ratio. Now I will take you see how this SLP was prepared, and this may be your grounds whenever you prefer appeal against the conviction. Number one, that the High Court has exceeded jurisdiction in reversing the well-reasoned judgment under offer of acquittal. That is only to Supreme Court. Then they say, instead of High Court has reversed the judgment of acquittal also, you have to state the lower court has pronounced the judgment and conviction on suspicion, surmises and conjectures. That is second ground. Then the land trial court has committed no error in acquitting the accused. That is different. Then on appreciation of evidence, disbelieved the recovery of knife and rope at the instance of it, and it was held that very importantly chain was missing. This will be one of the ground in similar set of facts. Then there is absolutely doubtful disclosure of statements, other ground. Then the lower court ought to have appreciated, it is available at paragraph 3, all these grounds. The lower court ought to have appreciated the recovery of knife and rope allowed to have been recovered on disclosed statement of the accused online was concocted one and fill up the gaps in the prosecution case. So that should be one of the ground. Then they say the recovery of photograph, mobile phone is very doubtful, very doubtful. Then the conduct of IO not informing or taking help of jurisdictional police and Chandigarh police while conducting investigation in these areas as required under section 166 class 3 and other lapses. So the entire prosecution case full of doubts and suspicions. Then failure on the part of IO to examine any independent witness of Chandigarh, though several persons were at the time of recovery. Then they say even he did not look into call log of the mobile himself, who IO in order to find out the contact details of real conflict. So the failure on the part of IO to ascertain the call details is also one of the main grounds. Then they say failure to examine best material witnesses like Veer Singh, Dinesh Singh, Rampal, so and so. That has proved fatal for prosecution, created doubts on the prosecution case. Failure to examine the material evidence. Then since it is circumstantial evidence, the prosecutor has to prove complete chain of events. So that will be also one of the ground. Then they have acquitted the appellant. So you would have followed that thing. Then they say also held that there was a non-compliance of section 100 at the time of recovery may be treated as defective investigation. Then several cases for every concept of ratio has been discussed. Multiple cases were discussed. If you are really interested, so many cases you can, and that was also some ratio were discussed. You can go through the entirety of the judgment. Then they say the High Court, while interfering with acquittal, they must not leave any room leaving the finding of the lower court. That was they say. Justice Batmini Jazari said appeal against acquittal is somewhat double jeopardy. They say. Then again they said the circumstances which the conclusion of bill to be drawn should be fully established. The circumstance concern must or should or not may be established. So this should be most important. Conclusive nature and tendency, that is also there. Therefore, the prosecution since failed, the lower court judgment was fair enough, and the High Court was erred in reversing the acquittal. And they have also discussed 166 class 3 and 4. They did not follow the procedure as contemplated under section 166 class 3 and 4 when they go on other jurisdiction. That is also important. So these all ratios should be High Court is not justifying in reverse of the trial court. Kindly go through the judgment. It is very helpful for all criminal lawyers, and particularly circumstantial evidence. This case is pertaining to circumstantial. At the time of the commencement of the Sessions Court, the duty of the prosecutor is he should precisely state by opening the prosecution case. Actually, he must say that this had happened precisely, and the prosecutor is going to prove the prosecution case either with circumstantial or with eyewitness. That should be the duty of the public prosecutor. So all public prosecutors must follow this. See, one thing is that whenever you feel it is routine to represent the matter, don't feel like that. Kindly don't feel like that. It is not only your duty, it is also your conscious duty to witness your proceedings by young juniors, probably young lawyers, new entrants, law pursuers, and college students may be watching the court. So each time you must follow the mandatory provisions of the CRPC. Therefore, what is wrong in mentioning about that I am also reminding this fact to the judicial officers also. Judicial officer must also take note that it is not only your duty to render justice, you should seems to have been done justice should be there. Therefore, apart from that, once you became a judge and once you became reaching a somewhat little bit a hierarchical post as an advocate, it is your duty that you are a guide to young lawyers and upcoming lawyers. Therefore, you must follow all the procedure explicitly so that young advocates may learn lot of things and understand how TRPC is followed. Best wishes.